Are we out there? Is anybody out there? It said it's live, but it's not popping up. There's a huge delay tonight. Huge delay tonight, guys. So that's not a good way to start. We got delays at the top. We got a messed up stomach from the Mediterranean, but we're gonna pummel through it. How's everyone doing tonight, Sunday night? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. And if any of that is okay with you. This is the first one we're going to start with. This is actually the one that started it all, this whole idea. And I don't even have consent to use this one. By the way, thank you to everyone that sent in something. Not a lot of daring people tonight, as you see from the thumbnails there, but we still got some to go break down. And you can do it all night long. Well, not all night long, but, usually we go for at least an hour here. So, you can DM me my Instagram, email them. Email link is in the description. Or, jump in the Discord. We do have one public Discord channel now. So hop on over there and or drop them over there or whatever you want to do. Yo, Omandru, greetings from Indonesia. Omandru is our #1 attendee, guys. Give it up for Omandru all the way from Indonesia. David McIntyre, bro, stoked to be here. Yeah, David McIntyre. I think that's our buddy from Shadowmarsh. Yeah, David, isn't that you? Okay, let's check this out, man. Chris Kunachok, looks and sounds all good. Thank you, Chris. Louis Jadot, greetings from Haiti. Oh, shit, hey, from Haiti. We got Louis Jadot. Amazing, dude. It's so rad. I love that we have, such a worldly audience here. Anyways, guys, I have a confession to make with you. This one, I have no consent to use this photograph. I stole this from a FX6 group on Facebook that I am a member of, so I guess it's technically part ownership now. Yo, Aaron Waltersheet, hi from New Mexico. Fuck yeah. Dude, New Mexico. We went through Albuquerque twice last summer. It was rad, man. If you want to see some of that stuff, hop on over to my second brand new channel, at the Freeway Life. Shameless plug, at the Freeway Life. Documentary. If you're into documentary, if you're into street photography, if you're into film photography, that's the new place to jam. I had decided to no longer do photography stuff on this main channel, which I think we all can consider. What we mainly talk about here is filmmaking, lighting, cinematography. So anyways, yeah, I stole this picture. Look, this was the one on the thumbnail. Okay, this is what inspired this whole idea. And I thought, dude, and maybe when you're looking at it very small on the thumbnail, maybe you thought, oh, that looks sick. Is that Justin's rig? No, no, it is not. It is not sick. And no, it is not Justin's rig. The main thing that jumps into my brain when I see this rig is redundant as fuck, right? There is so much redundancy on this rig, and we're going to get into it. Yo, Stuart Monroe in the house. G'day, Justin. I'm actually kind of looking forward to tonight's subject. That was pretty good, right? I've just received a Lilman 5 monitor to review, and I need to get myself a cheap V-mount fitting and V-mount battery. Okay, let's pause, because you guys know I love answering questions, and if I don't do it now, I will forget that Stuart asked this. So let's just hold the phone here. By the way, the phones are open, folks, if you got some explaining to do. Yo, Omandru, I just returned to film camera after 14 years, spoiled by digital and smartphone, weapon of choice, M3. Omandru, dude, you're my man. Yeah, I got one too, buddy. I got an M3 too. Don't know if you saw the video on that. This is primarily what I shoot on. I have a black and white film in here that I have not yet shot yet. It is called Kono, I believe. It's Kono. It's a 400 speed black and white film. I don't know. So that's a film I just picked up and I just threw it in there. That's kind of my thing, I'm just kind of experimenting. I'm figuring shit out, Okay, before I forget, Stuart, let's get on this. Lilmon? I don't know, dude. I feel like you spelled, that is a thing. Oh, it's OC. Okay. you know, OC's cool. I'm friends with the guys over there. You know, I'm hip with the OC guys. They know me. I know them. You know, it's just like it's a couple of fellas. You know, we hang out. We break bread. You know, but these guys are cool, man. 5.5 inch. I don't know anything about this monitor, but I would assume that you're in good hands with this thing. I do have their, you know, if you watch the videos as they come out, I did a review just recently on like their 22 inch. It's technically 21 and a half, but it's a nice Video Village monitor. It's 422 12-bit, which is insane. Or you can switch it to 444 10-bit. It's insane, dude. It's insane. Okay, what do you want with this, Stuart? What was the point of this? And I need to give myself a cheap V-mount. Okay. So hopefully you can help me, mate. Yeah, I'm going to help you, mate. Let's see. That's a dope rig. Dude, Omandru. Omandru, this is not a dope rig, guys. This is redundant AF, and we're going to get to this. Now I'm jumping all over the place. Now we're in full hummingbird mode here, guys. Hold on tight. Let's see. I hope you got your barf bags. Hi, unknown unknown. Hello, unknown unknown. We'll call you W. He's from the OC. Rad, dude. I was just at the OC County Fair last weekend, and I choked. I choked out, man. It had been a minute since I shot a big event, and I was like, I'm going to go to the fair. And my first mistake was deciding to go to the OC fair. That was not the fair I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to the LA fair. Okay, we're going to hold that thought. We got a caller. Here.
From Stuart Monroe Photography.
Oh, it's Stuart Monroe Photography. Stuart Monroe, mate, you're live.
Oh my God, there's a delay.
Yeah, so you got to turn the audio off. Yeah, there's a huge delay tonight. I noticed that too.
It's all right. It's all right. Settle down, mate. You've already insulted my accent with your Lifetime movie Australian accent.
Damn, dude, that was cold.
Yeah, my mum loves watching those movies, so you're fine.
You know what?
Andy sent me.
I gotta stop you there because you want to know why that was a double burn to me, or do you know why that was a double burn?
Yeah, I know, but you were in one of them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just so everyone.
Talk shit to me, mate. I'll destroy you.
I think so. Dude, we have a roaster. We have a roaster, and it's Stuart Monroe.
What I was going to say, I'm trying to be nice. So Andy from OC sent me this thing to review, and
oh yeah,
I want to get a what's it called? I want to get a V-mount battery and one of the fittings, the V-mount, but I don't know which one to get because I've never needed to buy one before. So I'm not going to talk too long because, you know, the last thing I want, look at you shaking your head and the delay on the screen. But, yeah, so if you could at least give me a little bit of advice, I'd appreciate that, and I'll let you get back to your live stream. So,
hi, mate, before you go, you got to tell us, what are you currently shooting on?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What did you say?
What camera are you shooting on?
I've just got my A7R5.
Oh, fancy boy, huh? All right, brother.
Well, I've got the R4 for years, and I traded that and the lens in to get the R5.
There you go. There you go. Not so hot for video.
And,
thank you for calling in, Stuart. Thank you, brother.
Oh, look at that. You just palmed me off as I was palming you off.
That's what we got to do, man.
I got to test that Arri Alexa Extreme last week, too.
You did?
Yeah, I went to their roadshow. I tagged you in the photos, and then you ignored me.
Okay.
Probably because I'm not Cam McKay, you ignored me. So,
what are you talking about?
Anyway, I'll send you the photos on Instagram of the camera and that. It does 600 frames a second as well.
Yeah,
so.
we did that lot. You weren't there for that one, were you?
No, I watched it, and then they announced a roadshow of it, and the guy that hosted it got drunk and let us use all the lenses and
I don't know if you should you shouldn't be throwing him under the bus like that, Stuart. You know there's a line you just crossed.
Oh, listen to that accent. It's so thick. I can't understand you.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Look, you're shaking your head at me in the delay stream. Look at that.
All right, brother. All right. Thank you for calling in, Stuart.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, brother.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Holy shit, a fellow roaster. That's what it's all about. Good old Stuart, mate. Okay, for those of you that don't know, That line he said about Lifetime, that was a smart burn because yeah, I've been in my fair share of Lifetime movies in my acting days. Okay, anyways, so this is what we'll do here. I think what Stuart is looking for is what I always use. So he's talking about he wants like a V mount option for this thing. Wait. What's the back of this look like? Because I know sometimes OC have figured out a way to like kind of do the small HD thing where you can literally just put a literal V mount or gold mount plate on the back of the monitor. For the price of this one, I'm gonna venture that this doesn't give you that option. But since he got it for free, we can't burn him too bad on that one. But what I use is this thing made by FXL Ion. I don't know. I feel like I was the first one to start using these, and then I see a lot of them nowadays. But if you go back to the beginning of my videos, you'll be like, damn, dude. Yeah, Justin was flexing those first, bro. So here they are, the FX Lion Nano. And I'm not talking about the batteries. I'm not talking about flexing the batteries. I'm talking about flexing the amazing plate that this company makes. So let's see if we go to, they call it FX Lion. So, and for longtime viewers of my channel, you'll know what I'm about to show you. It's the battery plate that this company makes, and it's what I use. I have multiples of them. I use them on monitors all the time. Holy shit, don't tell me that we're not gonna be able to find it. I bet you I can find it on Amazon of all places. Amazon, here we go. FXL Ion. Okay. FX Lion. Oh, dude, do they not make them anymore? They used to make these little plates. There it is. Okay, this is a very expensive plate, though. Look, it's $70. But look, this thing is awesome. And I bought 2 of them. I love these things. So they just snap on. They snap on the Sony MPF. They snap on the Sony MPF, which I'm sure this monitor has just an NPF battery plate like most, sub $500 monitors have, right? So you put this on there and then you can pair it with any nano V mount battery. It doesn't have to be an FXL Ion, although these ones do fit the best and they're pretty badass. These are nice badass batteries, by the way. And I love them because they have all the ports. They have USB-A, USB-C. Oh, dude, I have a joke, not a joke, but I have a story for you guys about I was doing they hired me to shoot a pickup day on a feature film. This was not too long ago too, only like a couple weeks ago. It was all people I've never worked with before. They had shot the whole feature film. They literally, the DP had to leave, and then so I just showed up for like one day, like the last day, just to shoot some pickup stuff, just because I had like the same camera and lenses. I got lucky, I guess. And I didn't know any of the crew. But anyways, it was a gaffer that I was working with. And we were shooting on LED wall. It will be cool to show you guys. That's only like the 3rd LED wall I've ever shot on. But anyway, so we're working with the gaffer. They're talking about something. And I came back and I said, yeah, I need a US. Oh, it was. I was specifically looking for, I don't know. Anyways, I was specifically looking for a USB-C. But at the time, like how I am, you guys know how I am. I was like, when I'm on set, my adrenaline is like super high and I tend to talk quickly and I don't always use my words correctly. And I was like, yeah, I need the little USB, the little tiny one. And the guy was like, USB-A? I was like, USB-A? No, the little one, like, and it was like, it took me a minute to realize like what he was saying to me. And I go, oh yeah, not A, I need the C. But anyways, I don't know why I brought that up. That was a horrific U-turn there. Let's get turned around here. Anyways, so yeah, this is what I'd recommend. This is badass. Anyways, moving on, mate. Look what you did there, Justin. Okay, let's see. Anyways, yeah, we got to get back to unknown. No. Hi, I'm from the OC. I just bought a Canon R5C, looking to start content creating, brand new to everything. Well, you're in the right place, unknown. Beautiful M3. You convinced me. Since I'm not a hipster, I go M3. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Andy was nice. Yes, I made it. All right, Charles Krebs. Charles Krebs is just in time. Yeah, dude, we haven't even gotten to it yet. So you're in luck there, because Charles was one of the strong ones that submitted his rig. This is the one that sparked this whole thing. Look at that shit, man. We're 44 minutes in and I haven't even started yet. We probably lost everybody. See what you guys do? This is redundant, okay? First of all, when I look at this thing, if you look at this thing closely, do you guys notice 1, a 2, a 3, a 3 monitors? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Why do you need 3? I don't think he's figured out yet that you can put all the menu settings onto the Porky's EVF or even onto your Blackmagic Video Assist here. Like, you don't need, I don't understand why we need both the Porky's EVF and the LCD monitor. This is crazy to me. And the only thing I could think of is, like, I think he thinks that he still needs that monitor to use the menus, but you can make any monitor pull up the menus. First time seeing your channel, we'll subscribe. Thank you, Unknown. All right, I've got the same cheap wooden side handle. You have this like this though on your camera here, like normal, like good. Yes. And what camera did he say he was shooting on? A7R5. Of course he has that side wooden handle because that's a side wooden handle for a fucking mirrorless or DSLR camera. It's not really one that you see on a FX6 rig like this. So that is an interesting place to put it. Like, I'm just thinking, like, as soon as I grab that camera and start using it, I'm gonna forget that's there and I'm gonna go like this and I'm gonna knock myself out with where that fucking wooden fucking handle is placed. But then also, I cannot get over this whole 3-monitor situation here. And then I'm like, why the video assist though? Like, did he want ProRes that bad? Because you can't get RAW with a Blackmagic Video Assist. You would need an Atomos for that, right? So it's like, and then the ProRes, no way, dude. I would take the internal codec that the FX6 offers any day of the week because you can still use the raw metadata with the XAVC codec out of the FX6 in the DaVinci Resolve RAW tab. So this there is no reason to have a ProRes recorder on this rig. Like, so much of this shit is crazy to me. And then to go on, keep going further with the redundancy is this fucking Zoom recorder that he has hanging off the back that he's towing like a camp trailer over here. I don't understand. And at first I was like, dang, well, I guess this thing might be badass and it's got way better preamps than the FX6. But if you'll notice, he's not even using it. He's not even plugging this onboard mic into it. So you're like, well, damn, I guess he's just taking the stereo out of the FX6, which means still using the FX6 preamps, and then sending into this piece of shit. It's like, I don't understand any of this, dude. Make it make sense. You cannot make it make sense. And I'm not going to point out that some of these accessories I'm not a huge fan of either, but you know, he's powering all this shit with a nano V-mount. I'm like, dude, you're going to need something with a little bit more power to power those 2 monitors, one of them being a recorder, this crazy-ass fucking preamp thing, like the Zoom thing you have strapped to the back. You got your Hollyland. I mean, you're definitely going to need more than a nano V-mount. It's also powering the battery. It's also powering the camera, because as you'll notice, he's using a tilt-a-plate, which replaces the battery. I mean, this whole rig is insane, dude. It's just insane. And what the hell is up top here? What is this spiral thing? Oh, you know what that is? Can you guys even see that? You might have to watch this on your TVs, dude. Look at this crazy shit. He's got one of those round cord twirlers on the top. That is hilarious, dude. He's got a fucking spindle for the cables. This is insane. Isn't that what it is? Or did he just or does it just look that way and he just wrapped it and kept wrapping it and wrapping it around his fucking, oh no, it's wrapped around the top handle. It just looks like a spindle wheel. Dude, this rig is so nuts to me. So I'm sorry, you know, I apologize for this. Hey, I'll give him 1 point. He's got a kick-ass lens on here. I will give him that. It's a decent zoom lens, certainly a decent focal length, but the rest of this shit, the last thing I'll say about it is I'm super jealous of, it looks like he has an O'Connor Kill a Donut on a shitty-ass Foca matte box. Sorry, guys, I'm not a fan of Foca stuff because it tends to fall apart a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but this to me is a killer donut. Certainly was what O'Connor invented as the killer donut, which belongs on a way more expensive matte box, but also probably a way heavier one, but one that will last you and not break. But anyways, yeah, that's the one thing I'm jealous of. It looks like he has a killer donut. Now, if I'm mistaken about this, and Foca somehow have started creating, or should I say recreating, the O'Connor killer donut, that's badass, and I would definitely, that's the one thing I'm jealous of, is the O'Connor Killer Donut, because I use the Bright Tangerine Black Hole, and I hate that fucking thing. I hate it. Otherwise than that, I don't know, man. Crazy fucking rig. I'll give him 20 points for that lens and that Killer Donut. You need Tesla battery to power all that. That's what I'm saying, dude. You can imagine, yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have a little miniature solar panel rig to the back over here. When AI tries to make a photo of a rig. Dude, that was killer burn, dude. Your website is awesome. How did you create it? Oh, thank you. It's a little chaotic. I will admit that. I'm not the best designer, but I'm the type of dude that refuses to have a fucking Squarespace website because I feel like every fucking buddy and their mother uses Squarespace. So we use Canva, but I'm really bad at it, as you can see. I appreciate the comment, but we all know that it's a little bit trash. My website over there. He's talking about justinfilm.com. It's a little crazy. It's a little chaotic, but it's like almost everything I touch. There's just it just has a little bit too much craziness to it. You're like, oh geez, this is a little too crazy. But at one point my wife will get some free time and I'll have her clean it up for me, maybe. But I appreciate the kind words there. Unknown. Jason Morby's in the house. He said, if it's a Zoom F6, I use that shit for 32-bit float audio, but he's not even using it. So what the hell? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. But here's the thing too, guys. Did you know 32-bit float is a little bit of a sham, or at least according to the audio guys. Audio guys talk shit about 32-bit float all the time. And this recently happened to us. There was a pilot that I was the DP on. We're currently breaking it down over on the Patreon, patreon.com/JustinPhillip. God damn, that was like 4 shameless plugs. Okay, but anyways, yeah, the little series, little pilot, it's just a pilot, nothing crazy, very, very ultra low budget that I was the DP on. The audio guy on that was a pretty legit audio guy. I mean, he appeared to be. I think he was union usually, but he was like, yeah, dude, 32-bit float is I guess it's all bullshit. I don't know. I don't understand it. But I guess it makes sense. You know, you're like capping it. It's like you're kind of like, you know, I imagine for audio guys, I think he was saying like 32-bit float can't technically be true raw audio or something like this. I don't know. I might be butchering this. You'll have to go talk to Curtis Judd to figure this shit out. Anyways, moving on. Charles, we have you in here, my dude. If you haven't left yet, he's rocking the red. This is Charles Krepp, and he's in the house. And okay, first of all, we already know why part of the reason this rig looks so damn sexy is because, Charles, you know, you got a killer deal on a full kit, right? I'm imagining, right? Be honest now. You got a deal on a full kit where it came with the bomber EVF. It came with the fucking sick-ass red top end. He's ready for anything. It looks like a motorcycle grip, by the way. They got the red touchscreen. And then over here, even this hand grip module is very expensive too. But you got this as a whole kit, huh, Charles? That's what I would imagine. I would imagine all the red accessories came with this package, which, I mean, yeah, they're going for cheap out there. That's for sure. He said, no, I sourced everything. What, dude? See, no, dude. No, say it ain't so, dude. Oh my God. I even just found a mini mag SSD too. Oh no, dude. So that's wild. He's like working at old school. He went back in time, folks, to resource all this shit. That's nuts. But hey, I bet he's getting it dirt cheap, you know, because now, I mean, yeah, I mean, all of this DSMC2 stuff. Look at this. He even got the back panel. God damn, dude. I don't know, man. You are working it. You must just love going to like, you're the kind of guy that just cannot drive by a yard sale, huh? You just have to go to the yard sale. Turn around. We gotta go back. Oh, shit. But do I see the Nisis on here? Do I see the Athenas on here? Do I see the Athenas on here? Do I see an Athena club member? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know what? The images I get are so worth it. Yeah, maybe, Charles. You know, this rig is super sick until you get to this side. Charles, you know you gotta fix this, bro. You cannot be rocking a fully fucking red fucking system all the way down to the fucking power back over here. Everything is red proprietary. You can't be pumping that hard and then come around and see a little Hollyland transmitter. Dude, you gotta fucking upgrade that transmitter, dude. It doesn't make sense right now. That's hilarious, bro. That's the one thing I would change on that. That kind of cheapens it a little bit. But then I think maybe, look, naysayers will be like, well, he did that with the lens. But I disagree. But it's because I'm kind of in the Nisi club. I use the Athenas all the time. I absolutely love them. I think that even the non-tuned ones, I think have a very dare I say, vintage aesthetic to them, just in terms of some of the softness and I don't know. I've already compared them to the Leica R's. I've done a full video on that. If you're new here, go check that out. I apologize for the opening sketch. I do weird shit sometimes, as you all know. I mean, hence this goddamn live stream. But I think the Athenas are cool. So I would say no, that doesn't cheapen this rig for me. It's the fucking Hollyland, bro. Oh, dude. Oh, look at that. He said, I've sold the Hollyland because it sucked ass. Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're not great. Just I don't know in terms of signal strength, but in terms of latency, that would be the number one reason why I would not want that on that rig. Like, could you imagine if you get someone with a red, it's fully kitted out like this, and you're on a big job and you hire them for the red, and they show up with a Hollyland, and you're like imagine if that's the transmission service that we're going to be using, you know. You know, you would have to rent a Terra deck. Like most jobs would make you rent a Terra deck, you know. But we all know that. Also added an Indy 7 instead of the red monitor. That doesn't surprise me. These red monitors are a pain in the ass. They're also not that bright. They're not that contrasty. They almost look like a weird, like old school Nintendo screen or something. They kind of suck in terms of like clarity and contrast and sharpness and brightness and everything. So yeah, not surprised you swapped that out. How about Cook's lenses still used these days? So crazy expensive. Leica lenses suddenly become cheap. I don't think they suddenly become cheap, bro. Oh, Mandrew, you're talking crazy now. I don't think it's that they suddenly. What's going on? My whole world's moving. I don't think that they've suddenly become cheap. I think it's just that we have so many. Look, the whole reason the whole vintage lens, vintage cine-modding of lenses came about is because that was in a time like in the early 2000s when there weren't lenses on every street corner like these Nisis or the Micas or the DZOs or the Dulens. I mean, goddamn, pick your, even Suray, a fucking tripod company, is fucking making lenses now, and Viltrox makes lenses. Like all these like cheap companies that are making cine lenses that are pretty damn good, because the reality is that all the glass is only coming from 3 sources, right? So, you know, so I mean, it doesn't matter nowadays, and so, and that's kind of where I was at, where I was like, I don't want to use cine-modded vintage photo lenses anymore when I can just use these Athenas and everything is awesome except for the flare. The only thing I'm missing out of these modern cine lenses, these modern cheap cine lenses, it's very important to note what I'm talking about here, because all of these cheaper modern cine lenses are the new alternative to having to cine mod vintage lenses. The problem is a lot of them obviously don't have those vintage characteristics. But again, I really think that the Athenas come the closest to Leica R without all of the headaches of, and I know Leica R's still have a certain, dare I say, creaminess, and I know people hate that shit, but there is a certain kind of softness to the Leica R's, I mean, to all vintage lenses, that you're just never, ever, ever going to get in any modern cheapo Chinese cine lens. But again, you can always just modify that with a filter. We all use filters. We've always used filters, even when we use vintage lenses. Some of us still use like a 1/8 filter. So it's, you know, you're never going to get that softness. I mean, we get that, but I do believe you can recreate it with a filter if you know how to choose the right filters. If you're new here, I have tons of videos on filters. The newest one is a full-on like playlist of all the ones I've been using for like the past 2 or 3 years, because in the beginning I was going through so many filters, doing so many filter tests, a lot of really heinous bad filter tests in the beginning of these YouTube videos here. But eventually I hit a certain point where I just built my own little kit that just always was the kit and still is the kit to this day. It's the same one from my most recent filter video, which is kind of like my ultimate filter cookbook. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyways, yeah. So I think that is why that the vintage stills lenses aren't as pricey or didn't keep climbing price like we all thought it would, because no one could see back then that, oh, we're gonna have like all of these really good, super affordable cine lenses at our disposal, right? So we don't need to lean on the fucking vintage glass anymore, because if you're a guy like me, you can't handle the fucking image shift that happens when you focus. They just jump up and down because they're old photo lenses. A lot of them have, actually all of them have really bad focus breathing. A lot of them have the lens extension because when they focus, because they're photo lenses, the barrel extends. There's so many issues that are just not compatible with a true like full working day on a real set where you're like moving, hoofing, and swapping filters and swapping matte boxes, and you're using follow focus gears with a real follow focus guy called your first AC. You know, like you're doing all this shit, and you're like, these photo lenses don't really make sense in a real world scenario. Now, if you were loaded, you would just fucking, you know, have the money to rehouse them. But at that price, you know, you can get a full set of like Nisis for cheaper, right? But again, I know the argument. Trust me, I know the argument. But that's kind of why I feel that's why the vintage stills lenses didn't keep climbing in price. The downside is you have all the rehouse companies that have nabbed the majority of them up. You know, like Iron Glass is one of the reasons why it's kind of hard to find the Russian lenses, even though those lenses were so abundantly made because they were so cheaply made. There's still just thousands of the Helios. But, you know, like a lot of the other, like, dare I say, better vintage lenses, like certainly the Contact Zeiss, I still see a few of them floating around, but still a lot of them got bought up. The Leica R's are almost extinct at this point, and it's because of the rental houses. They just scooped them up. I mean, the Olympus Zuiko lenses, those are like fucking gone, dude. Like, there's just some lenses that we will never get back because the rental houses, the rehouse companies bought them up and, you know, had their way with them. Anyways, hello, yo. Yeah, signal strength was horrible and got really bad bit depth issues. Okay, yeah, he's talking about the Hollyland. Arliss Primes trying to get guys who simp the cooks. Arliss Primes. Wait. What are the Arliss Primes? Hold on. What are those? Arliss Primes. Hold on, guys. Oh, the DZOs. I don't know, man. Maybe. Look, you're never going to recreate the cook look. They're never going to recreate it. None of these companies are going to be able to recreate the true cook look. The swirling that happens around the real cook look, right? It's more than just the warmth, right? Because in the beginning, when I was ill-informed, I used to think, yeah, the cook look is just like this warm feeling. And the DZOs do have that warm feeling, but it's more than that, right? When you really start dissecting and analyzing the cook look, it's really about that fucking swirl and the separation of the foreground from the background. I don't know how it's done. It's just a really classic kind of lens design, and and obviously the coatings are probably behind a fucking golden vault. You know, like you're not gonna find that shit. But yeah, I don't think I would agree with the DZO thing. I meant compared to Cook's lenses, Leica lenses seem cheap. Oh, 100%, sure, yeah. I co-signed the Nisi Athena point. They are bare minimum in my opinion. Yeah. How about the Typoc Samaras? They're pretty vintagey. Yeah, you look, Typoc is the look, don't get me started on this. Typoc is the company that, you know, was, you know, supposedly paying an homage to those vintage lens companies. But what they were really doing is like ripping them off, right? They're just making, you know, like a cheaper version of it. And look, it's cool. Like, look, it's cool, whatever. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of what I saw from what I saw, right? I'll just say that. So no, not really a sign of the Typoc, but yeah, that's why they look vintagey, because they've figured out how to literally copy the entire lens design. But again, they will never have the true softness because that shit is built with time, right? A lot of it is, right? So in other words, like the glass, again, like I said earlier, all of the glass in the entire world is only being sourced from 3 places, okay? Allegedly, okay? So if you think about that, it's like, yeah, you know, this is all brand new ground glass, you know, like this is all new shit, man. Like, and a lot of it is being engineered in a way to, you know, cater to all of the fucking crazy new sensors that we have. You know, what are we working with now? Fucking 12K, 17K Black Magic with your crazy Ks, you know? So the glass manufacturers, and remember, there's only 3 of them, right? Like, they want to try to keep up with that shit. You know, we're never going to go backwards in technology. So that's what I mean. Like, the glass just is so far removed from fucking shit you would buy in the 60s and 70s. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to them for at least getting the design down, I guess. Hey, Justin, what are your favorite vintage lenses? Brand, Stuart Monroe. Look, Leica M glass. Leica M glass, hands down. I've shown before where you can get the M Light Cine lenses, which is literally just all of their Summilux photography glass in a fucking cine housing to the point where it's still M mount, for crying out loud, which means that the close focus is gonna be shit. But beyond that, it is the Leica M glass is something. Look, the whole reason why in the photography days that there would be Leica R people is because they wanted to be in the Leica, they wanted the Leica look, but they couldn't quite afford the real Leica look. Okay, this is I know this is gonna piss some people off, but it is kind of true, right? Because if you think about it, like the Leica R's are like Toyota, and the Leica M's are like the Lexus, right? Even though they're obviously I know they're more like fucking Mercedes, but the reason why I made the analogy of Lexus and Toyota is because Lexus owns Toyota. Toyota is like the more consumer friendly Lexus, so that's kind of how Leica R's and Leica M's are. Like the Leica R's was the more accessible, affordable system, but it also was like the more popular system, you know, because Leica was trying to, you know, compete, right? Because all they had was rangefinder cameras, but then SLR cameras started coming out and they got scared and they literally were going bankrupt. Who the fuck would buy one of these when now you had a camera with a mirror on it and you could literally see the depth of field? Like you would see what you could see what you were actually gonna have in terms of like background focus and stuff. This is why guys like Gary Winogrand absolutely hated SLRs when they first came out in the 70s and shit, because he was so anti this thing of being able to not envision the frame on your own, right? And I love that argument so much. I did a video on it, but I don't think a lot of people on this channel watched it, which is fine. But you know, because it's about Gary Winogrand, a famous street photographer, of course. Yeah, but Leica M, long story, I'll end there. Leica M glass is hands down the most beautiful, best glass you can get. It's very, very expensive, but again, it's not ideal for cinematography world. But if you had the money to rehouse it, get your M glass now, save it up, and then when you become a rich man, you rehouse that shit and you will have the best lenses known to man. And they don't have to be the Summiluxes. The Summicrons, the F2s are just as fucking good. You don't have to get the Summiluxes. Hell yeah, you're my filter brother, Justin. I'm all about filters versus posts. I prefer the look over software. Hell yeah, dude, 100%. Yo, JP, just send my pics to the Discord. John Hale in the house. Okay, yeah. Anyways, Charles, dude, Charles, I'll give you 125 points for this rig, dude. It's pretty sick. You just got to get rid of that. But he got rid of the shitty Holly Land, so, or so he says. He's probably on Facebook Marketplace like right now, like, hey, what the fuck, what the fuck? Okay, let's see. All right, I got to get this one from John. Oh, damn. We got two reds back to back, bro. You killing me, son. You're killing me right now, dude. We got John Hizzle in here. Let's drag this over here. Oh my God, bro. You're killing me, bro. I forgot. He's in here flexing now. This is bullshit, John Hale. He's getting here flexing. Look, this is me. I'm this guy way back here. Do you see him? I'm like, you motherfucker. You son of, looking over his shoulder. You son of a bitch. You walking in here with your red DSMC3. That's me. This guy, he can't even look. He's like, no, turn away. Dude, this is hilarious. This chick, she had to turn around too. She's like, oh, fuck. I can't let my boyfriend see me looking at that camera. They're all looking away. That's so funny, dude. Okay. Yes, dude. Oh, my God. This is two reds back to back. And dare I say, two reds back to back with cheap-ass Chinese lenses. But it's okay. The Do lens are cool. Come on. The Do lens are cool. They're cool. Oh my God, dude. This is hilarious. But beyond that, you know, and the fucking John, the Tilta handle. Look, I've recently become super anti-Tilta. I just have. And you want to know why? I think I have it with me. Oh shit, here we go. Hold on. I can show you why I recently become a hater of Tilta. Let me find it. Not that I was super in love with them to begin with. Where did I put it now? Bear with me. It's in one of these drawers here. I can't find it, and now I broke the drawer. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, let me fix this. Here we go. Okay, so this is why. Let's go full screen for a minute here. This is why I'm so anti, oh, let me know if the audio might be worse on this side of things. Let me know if it is. It looks like it's a little hot on this side. Or maybe it's just because I got too close to the microphone because I'm a maniac. This thing right here, we all know what this is, right? I used to love this thing. I used to love this thing when I didn't have a first AC because, you know, I could put this on my rig right here with the rosette and it would connect wirelessly to my Tilt-A-M motor and I could pull my own focus just like that with my finger. Can you see that right there? Oh, it's not going to go. Is it going to go? Come on, Johnny boy. Come on, Johnny boy. Can you focus that close? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, see, just a little turn there. You know what I'm saying? Little tiny turn. We're streaming and we're not focusing. Oh my God, there it goes. So yeah, so anyways, this thing, if you'll notice, oh, here we go again. I should have done this the first time. Let me just rack this myself. If you notice, right there, that's an empty hole, guys. What do you think used to be in that hole right there? God, you can't see it, can you? It's too dark. Let me pull it back a little bit. It's awfully dark. Fuck it. You're gonna have to watch this on your big screen. Here we go. Can you see it now? You can see it better because there's a little bit of light there. But look at that. There's a hole where the damn limo port used to be. It fell inside of this thing. And whatever that thing is attached to, it killed the power to this thing everywhere. You can't turn this thing on with a battery or nothing now. It's completely shot. And the sad thing is it's so old. I've had it for so long that I don't know. Tilta asked me for my receipt. And I'm like, dude, you think I have the fucking receipt for this thing? Do you know how old this goddamn thing is? You guys are like on a second generation of this now, and you're asking me for my receipt when the goddamn port fell inside? It's like, you think I did that to this thing on purpose? No, dude, it literally just fell in. It just fell in. Anyways, so that's why I have recently been on a rampage. You can ask the guys I worked with on last week's music video. I was like, dude, I fucking hate Tilta now, dude. I absolutely hate them. But anyways, yeah. And I see you rocking that rear filter adapter there, John. Look, the rig's not bad, okay? I would just fucking get a better top handle. Not that, I mean, hey, it looks cool, but the problem is fucking black out that Tilta shit. Get rid of that, like paint over that. Don't let people know you're rocking. Don't let people know you're rocking the Tilta. I guess, you know, we got to let it slide. I'm going to take points off for this dual lens. I'll tell you that much. Let's see. I think he had more in here. Didn't you, John? Didn't you have more pictures in here? Hold on. I think he is flexing hard, dude. He dropped like 4 shots in here. Oh yeah, they're all right here. Hold up. Dude, he's flexing hard. What are you taking detailed shots of your rig? Look at him flexing his fucking wooden fucking, what is this shit on the side? Is that like their new Derringer handle? That's not a Derringer handle. Is that a wannabe Derringer handle? Be real, John Hale. That looks like a wannabe Derringer handle. Or is that, if that's how, dude, I don't think Red would make a handle that fat right there. That looks weird to me. Actually, I don't think Red would make a handle. This is like a wannabe Derringer handle. That's funny, bro. I'm going to take points off for that too. He's rocking this big ass small HD on the side. That I get it. His first AC probably uses that, or the director, you know, it gets him out of there. Oh my God, and you got a goddamn Tilta map box too, don't you? Jesus Christ. He said, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you wanted rig shots, bruh. Oh shit, dude. Are Tilta Nucleus Nano 2 follow focus wireless any good? Don't talk to me about Tilta anymore. Yeah, dude, fuck Tilta, bro. This Vaxxis thing right here, though, dude. This is rad. Look, I'm a huge fan of the Vaxxis system. I am. I don't care what anyone says. They're badass. Look, John Hale is the man, dude. He doesn't even operate his own shit. Oh, I'm bad. I'm so sorry for talking shit. I thought that was a Tilta map box. Damn, dude. That's a fucking, oh, that's what you meant. You meant it's a Tilta map box. Yeah, you're right, dude. That's bad. I take that back then. He's got a fucking, but dude, hold up, dude. Hold up. You got an O'Connor map box strapped to this Sigma zoom lens? The Sigma photo zoom lens. What are you guys doing, dude? What are you doing, bro? What is this shit? Oh my God, dude, you cracked me up, bro. Look, the dual lens was one thing, but now, dude, you're getting major points off for this shit. We see nothing. You are still in full screen. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm so sorry, guys. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. We missed that whole thing, dude. Oh my God, dude. Sorry. Oh my God, dude. Anyways, let's go back. I hate it when I do that. This is what I was talking about, guys. Holy shit, we gotta go all the way back here? Son of a bitch. Did you guys... Oh, so none of those jokes made sense, huh? Did any of those jokes land? None of those jokes landed because you guys couldn't see these faces, huh? These are the people I was talking about. Oh, dude, that sucks. Please tell me I was full screen for those jokes. Like I'm most hurt if none of that bit landed because you couldn't see any of these faces. I can see your hair plugs better in full screen. Fuck you, dude. Plugs? Bro, that's fucked up, bro. I do not have plugs, dude. That's crazy if you think I have plugs, though, dude. You didn't say anything about them shape handles. That's what I was talking about. I thought that was it. Those are fucking... That's what I was saying was a fake Derringer. These are the grips I was talking about, by the way. This is a shape handle? Or you're talking about the other thing? The first one landed. Oh, thank God. Dude, seriously, my heart sank. I'm so glad that bit landed. But it landed because you could see the photo, right? You were good on the first one. Okay. Anyways. Yes, this is what I was talking about, guys. So I was talking about this thing. What is... Oh, it's a tilt-the-handle. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is the thing right here. This is what I was talking about. This fucking Sigma zoom lens on this goddamn camera, dude. This is hilarious to me. What happened, dude? What happened there? Because you bought this expensive camera with fucking... You picked one of the most expensive matte boxes you could find. Yeah, I know that's a tilt-the-wooden handle. I had to zoom in. Oh, these shape handles? I don't mind these shape handles. I'm not going to talk shit about these shape handles. Justin, your reaction to people's comments is amazing. It's the reason why I come to your live streams every week. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, but, oh, by the way, hold on. Don't let me forget, but we got to go back to main webcam. Because this motherfucker thinks I has hair plugs. Why? Is it because of my high forehead? I got like the Walton Goggins forehead. But no, dude, these are not plugs, bro. These are the real deal, bro. I have a full head of glorious fucking Peaky Blinders hair, bro. Come on, bro. First wasn't my lens. Justin is the GOAT. What are you talking about? Oh, the do lens wasn't your lens. Dude, you should have lied. You should have taken ownership of the do lens and said that the Sigma wasn't your lens. Now we know. Now we know how he got this red, dude. He had to fucking sell all of his real lenses. And not my matte box either. Yeah, I know that's not your matte box. That bitch is fancy as fuck. The guy, it's your operator's matte box. He's probably like, oh, I don't want to put that. He's got this killer photo, and then he's probably looking at this lens like, I can't put that as my IMDb avatar. No, the Sigma wasn't. Oh, okay, fine, fair enough. But what I was gonna say though is, okay, he owns the do lens. Okay. What I was gonna say though is John Hale's such a badass. He has an operator, dude. He has an operator. He's not fucking around. He's out there white gloving it. He's like, sir, let's park the camera here, please. Let my frame be here, please. This is it. I can feel it. This is the one. Bring that light over here, please. Put it in the back there, please. Strike it here. Strike it here. Take it away here. Strike it here. Let's go, operator. I'm joking. John Hale does not sound like that at all. That'd be funny if he did, though. Look at this dude, man. That Crogel matte box might be older than the Red Company. Yeah, dude, I really think it is, bro. What's up, Trevor in the house? Oh, Trevor, you missed a big one, dude. My heart sank because I forgot to go back to now I'm like super nervous and I keep looking at it. I was stuck full screen for a lot of my jokes. I feel so fucking bummed out about that when that happens. Anyways, and what it looks like, look, dude, I'm going to give you back some of the points you lost on that shitty Sigma zoom, and I'm going to give you some point backs. I'm going to give you some point backs because you have the chameleon on here, dude. Oh, I fucking love that EVF. I've been looking at that EVF, no joke. I've been like, damn, dude, I kind of want that EVF because as much as I actually really do like the LCD screen on the FX6, but it's just, oh my God, dude, it's just not bright enough. And sometimes it's hard to see the sharpness. Even when you have focus peaking on, sometimes it's just hard. It's super bright out. We've had like 101 degree weather out here lately. And I was like, damn, man, I should swap it for the chameleon. So I'm a little jealous of that. Or was that the operator's like, he brings his own fucking EVF. He's like hooking it up. Dude, did I miss all the roasting? Not too much, but yeah, you know, we did get off to a slow start because fucking Stuart called and started talking about batteries and fucking monitors and vintage lenses and shit. He's cool though, he's cool. Okay, let's see. How many points we're gonna give John Hale here? Oh God, it's a cool camera, but dude, this one kills it, dude. This picture, dude, with the zoom lens is hilarious, dude. But I will say, this is a pretty sick ride here. Yeah, you missed my good bit about these guys. That was pretty good. I will say though, for you, sir, 200 points. 200 points for John Hale. He's our winner so far. Charles, I gave him, what, 125? He's rocking the older one. This guy got, what, 25 points? Okay, let's see. Oh, dude, this is my Steadicam's rig. This is my Steadicam, not my Steadicam. This was my, I should have said, this was our Steadicam operator on the music video recently that has the DP on. So look out. Here's the genius himself, Eric Richter 13. You can follow him. He's the director I work with. DP Kid Tech, that's me. First AC Bly's M81, and Steady was Henry Grenier. And the reason why I chose this one was because people were sending me DMs about this, and I think people were like confused. They're like, "What the hell is this?" But look, like what I noticed when you zoom in, if it's zoomed out, you think like what's attached to the bottom. Like again, if you saw this on a screen, like a little Instagram story, this was just a story, right? So if you saw this, if you're not really looking at it, you would think that the FX6 in the background is like part of this rig. I think is what some people thought. And then maybe the shit on the ground down here, or sorry, this is it's a little tray that he has hooked to his Steadicam stand. So if you see this tray down here, it's actually really smart. It's like hooked to like a Mayford clamp, and he's just like his full tray of shit, dude. He keeps extra batteries in there, all of his tools. It's a really smart idea, right? And then his whole rig like wheels around. But this is his Steadicam rig, and I think actually this is my camera. Yeah, it is my camera because you can see my shitty 8-sin plate. You can see he was making fun of my 8-sin plate, dude. But I will say that he was surprised that it could fit his wooden camera dovetail. And I was surprised about that too, because the tilt, oh, well, here we go. The tilted dovetail would not fit his fucking wooden camera dove plate, which wooden camera is like Airy standard size dove plate, right? It's the real size. So I was a little nervous when he was like, tilted doesn't fit. And I'm like, well, this is 8-sin, bro. This is 8-sin. And sure enough, it did go on. Although we did kind of, on the second day, have a little bit of trouble getting it off. But that was just because I'm a little bit of a moron and I didn't understand how the wooden camera plate worked. It has like a double brake system. Oh no, it's actually because of the 8-sin plate, because it has this gap in the middle. So you had to hit the brake twice. Oh, that's why it was fucking up on us. That's kind of a shitty design then. I think they made this 8-sin plate like that so like it would be less heavy or some shit. I don't know why they did that. But it did fuck us up sliding off of this plate, because on a normal plate it's just one tube, you know, so you only have to hit that brake once and it slides out. Well, with this, the first section went through, the plate got tripped, and then the brake hit on the second section. And I didn't know that's what was going on. I'm like, what the fuck? It's stuck on here. And it was like, we were trying to get it off to go do a shot. Oh, the director wanted the camera because Eric loves shooting handheld. And he was like, like if he gets inspired, he'll just go fucking take the camera and shoot it. And so I was like, fuck, we got to get this off. Yeah, I didn't realize till after, you know, when you have a moment to breathe, you're like, oh, it's this fucking plate, bro. Not the plate, the riser base plate. But in the heat of the moment, Henry got me with a good roast. In the heat of the moment, I was trying to get the camera up, and I couldn't understand about, my shitty plate. And I said, I made a comment about how like, oh, it's a Chinese plate. And the reason I said that comment is because the previous day, Henry and I were saying how the tilted didn't fit, right? So I was like, oh, these fucking Chinese plates. And then as soon as Henry ended up getting it off because he figured it out before I did, he popped it off. He probably knew all along, to be honest. He popped it off, and when he handed it to me, like the smallest smirk on his face, like the tiniest smirk. And he's like, my shit ain't Chinese, bro. It just burned me so good. I was like, you son of a bitch. I was like, the funny thing is I wasn't even talking about his shit. I meant my plate, my riser plate. It was funny. Anyways, yes, but this is his rig. You'll notice up top here, we have the fucking Roscoe dash on there. That was really for a flash effect to go on and off. I can't tell you why. You have to wait till the music video comes out. You notice in the background there, that's a Nanlux we got pumping into a fucking 8x Ultra Bounce. Anyways, I don't know. This rig's pretty sick. Henry's the man, dude. And plus, it's a Steadicam rig. It's not even his rig. This is my camera on his Steadicam rig. So the only thing I can talk shit about is what I just did, my shitty ass 8-sin plate. And that's a bummer because I absolutely love this plate. It's just a bummer that realizing that it's not really compatible with professional dovetail plates because of the fucking way they split it up like that. I don't know why they did it. In other words, if that was one full tube, obviously that brake would only get tripped once and it would have slid off perfectly. Oh yeah, but I do love this. This is not my thing. So this is Henry's thing back here. This is badass. That is my wooden camera battery slide though. And then attached to it is like what do they call these, a shark fin or something like that. So, but that's the SWIT. Remember, if you guys were here last week, we were talking about the SWIT transmitter. I think that's what they're called, right? And so that smushes in between, and then the other side is gold plate. But I think he put the bongo around it because he may have been nervous about putting so much weight onto the wooden camera battery slide because it kind of is on a hinge. So that was pretty smart of him to put that bongo tie around it. But the battery slide's pretty strong, you know. I mean, it is wooden camera, you know, it's a wooden camera. But yeah, so I have to take points off of our own rig because this is kind of like a combined rig of mine and his because of that shitty 8-sin design that I never would have known about it until I worked with Henry's professional wooden camera thing. I think on here right now we have a Leica lens of some kind, probably the 28. Anyways, thank you for the point back. Yeah, dude, he's yeah, you're welcome. I remember searching eBay desperately for those matte boxes. The oh yeah, the one that he had on the red rig. Yeah, what was it? Cartoni? It was a Cartoni matte box. Bro, how much gas mileage does that Steadicam rig get? Yeah, dude, this bitch is no joke. Henry's the shit, though, man. Henry is the man. Henry Grenier is his name. You guys should go follow him. You'll find, damn, it just has his hand waving because he posted this and then I screenshotted it. You'll see him. It's something like H Grenier. You'll see it in my followers. I follow him. Anyways, is that a Game Boy Color up the top? No, dude. Oh, you talking about the LCD screen? No, that's just the reflection. This over here is the Roscoe Dash. You don't know about the Roscoe Dash, dude? Come on, bro. We get mad points for the Roscoe Dash. I was one of the first people to do a video on it. You have to go back and watch it because nowadays we see them everywhere. Okay, this is Ned's rig, I believe. Sorry, Ned. He's been in here for a minute, dude. Oh, no, we go. This is I believe both of these are Ned's rig. So, Ned, if you're still in here, bro. Dude, I can't even find your camera in this, dude. What is going on here? I got to zoom in. Hold on. Let me see what Ned's working with. Is he still rocking a pocket, bro? I think he is. He's still rocking the Blackmagic Pocket, fully rigged out. I think this is what do you got going on? This is the DJI one. Okay, so this is the DJI's version of what I just showed you, the thing that broke on me, the Tilta one. Imagine the DJI one. Dude, talking about DJI real quick here. The thing going on with DJI is real, right? Because my drone keeps getting worse and worse in terms of where I can put it up at. I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? And I know there was all those rumors about DJI, but now I guess it's full on, they're done. Apparently, I don't know. Only Roscoe Dash I know is the rapper. Shit. No, you guys should check out the Roscoe Dash. Hold up. Since we have so many people in here that don't know what it is, that's disheartening, which means hopefully you guys are that new to my channel, because I would hope that you would have watched this if you saw it when it came out. This is the thing that I put the round silicone dome on to make it, they call it the dot, and you put it on. It's literally the standard for eye light nowadays, guys. We talk about it all the time on my breakdowns. But certainly there it was with the dot. Yeah, I feel like me and a couple other guys like Tim Kang, we were the first ones to use these things, and now you see them everywhere. I literally see them in almost every BTS shot of big stuff, not just little stuff, big stuff. I see him in ASC magazine all the fucking time. We were showing it on a members only video. Damn, so much plugs. The members only video, one of them we broke down, what was it? We were looking at Snow White or whatever, and it's on his rig every time. And so, yeah, we had 3 of them on the music video. Damn, where'd that picture go now? Where was it? Right here. Yeah, we had 3 of them. But obviously the dome we took the dome off because we needed a more punchy flash. It literally had to be an in-your-face flash effect. That's all I can say. I can't say any more about it. They'll kill me. Anyways, let's get back to Ned's rig here. Justin, could you please give your advice how to modify old SLR lenses to use for PL mount? Dude, it's going to be really hard for you, bro. It's like the Aperture MC Pro. You take that back, Spectre user. It is beyond an Aperture MC Pro, dude. Beyond. Now, I don't know about the pros. Let me clarify something. The Aperture MC Pros are the pro versions I don't know too much about. But the original MCs, did you know that one of these Roscoe Dash is the equivalent in terms of output of 4 Aperture MCs. That's how friggin' insane this light is. But also, it's way more accurate. You can pay a little bit more money and get one that has, you know, DMX, CRMX control. They're amazing lights, dude. They have a good app too. They have an app. Honestly, I like their app way better than the Aperture app. But yeah, I would say it's an Aperture MC Pro on steroids with way better color science. But I don't know. I haven't used the Pro version, so I can't talk too much shit about that. Back to Ned over here. Let's not forget about this thing. Damn, dude. Yeah, this is wild, Ned. I'm going to give you extra points, though, for the fucking filter tag, letting people know that you're rocking the A-cam. Got to take a little bit of those points back because of the small rig matte box. Not a fan of their proprietary matte box they got over there. Yeah, you know, he's using the Atomos. Atomos with a Blackmagic pocket camera and the SSD? Bro, Ned, what's going down, bro? You're gonna have to explain this to me. Explain this to me like I'm a 4-year-old. But on this one, he's got a small HD. Okay, hold on. I think this is the old picture, right? This is back when Ned, this is back when Ned wanted to be redundant and was like, you know what? I think I need an SSD and an Atomos recorder, you know, in case something bad happens, which I don't blame him with fucking, I'd always get super nervous too. Not only with having an external drive that you're burning to, connected with a little cable, that was always nerve-wracking. But what's more nerve-wracking than that is look at these Samsung drives. Those original ones weren't so great. Although I still have one cooking. You know, actually, they're doing a lot better than some of those SanDisk Extreme Pro drives. God damn it! I still have producers and directors that want to show up with those drives, and I'm like, oh god, dude. And so I always have to tell them like, no, you need to replace this drive immediately. You know the ones I'm talking about, the ones that they failed on everybody. The 2 terabyte. Was it the 2 terabyte or the 4 terabyte? It was those SanDisk Extreme Pro drives. They're just garbage. But you know what, Ned? You know what? I know Ned. And you know what? He is a true blue DIYer. And look, oh yeah, I was going to say, and then after he got out of his redundant years, he was like, you know what? Fuck that shit. He's just going to stick with the SSD, and now he's rocking the small HD. So you got to give him props. He is upgrading as he goes, and as I was saying, dude, he's a true dog timer. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's working on the fucking photo studio, this like studio photo wall. You know, who knows what they're doing? They got their director's chairs out there. You know, he's true blue, man. He's been one of the original OG dog timers, and he's just a real DIY dude. Like anytime anybody in the Discord has questions about like you know, like camera carts, like Ned was like, dude, and then he shows his camera cart that he builds, and then there was something else. Oh yeah, like my filter box, the Phil Holland one, the like overly priced Phil Holland filter box. Ned was like, yo, he was like, I think I can build one of those, or something like that. Like he's always, oh, and then it was the Trek Pack system. Like he did his own Trek Pack system. Like he's always, you know, and he helps out in the Discord. Like he's sharing all the stuff, how he does his DIY shit. So, you know, I'm going to give Ned fucking 100 extra points just for being a true dog timer. You get mad points for being a real dog timer, real DIYer. Only real ones know what dog times actually really means, by the way. And so like Ned is one of the real ones, but I am going to take some of those points back for the shitty ass tripod. So Ned, you know what? We're going to give you 100 points, bro. We give you 100 points. John Hale's still in the win. Oh my God, dude. Okay. This is from a fellow YouTuber. He's probably not even in here, bro. Okay, let's see. The MC Pro is also 4 times the power of the MC and has the same kind of dome. Okay, yeah, so they totally just copied it then. That's fine. That's fine. That's what Aperture do. That's what Aperture do. Hey, look, we can't talk shit, okay? They made the Nova P600C and they made the 1200D, okay? For that, they will always get mad props. Where can I send a photo of the Discord group? Yeah, drop it in the group, Trevor. Drop it in the group. Let me see. Would you trade for a Sony? Hold up, guys. I just got a crazy message. I got to ask you guys about that. Yo, the tripod is trash, but I understand. Oh, on yours. Okay, since Trevor's here, I don't... Film Life and Digital. You got to speak up now. If you're in, you're in. Let me know you're in, and we'll roast you. Otherwise, I'm going to save you for last, and I'm going to do Trevor's right now. Famous last words. Are you in here, Film Life? If not, you're going to miss your slot. Okay. I don't think he's in here anymore. He's probably like, dude, he's going to take all night to roast. Oh, you know what? I think he's probably sleeping. He's Betty Bye. He's on the other side of of the country here. I believe so. I think he's in New Orleans. Let me see. Where did you drop it at, Trevor? Trevor, you didn't drop it, bro. All right, he didn't drop it. Okay, we're gonna rock. Or where'd you send it? Did you email it? Let me check and see if he dropped it over here. If not, we're gonna do film life in digital. Oh, I remember now. Somebody asked me about how to convert. Oh shit, here it is. Before we get to Trevor's, before we get to the end of the stream, and we got 2 more rigs to roast, Trevor and Film Live Digital, I want to get to one question that someone asked, and that is converting vintage lenses to PL. If you're still in here, who asked me that? Mobilography. Okay, look, you go to someplace like Simod Lens or Do Close or something like that. I almost said Do Lens. Do Close. Now, here's the reality, though. Not all vintage lenses can convert to PL, okay? So what I would recommend is going on here and figuring out, like, what lenses can do it. I really only think, like, LPL is your option. Other than that, you know, if you're looking to do it yourself, you're going to have to really be stuck with the Mamiya Secors. I think if Charles Krebs is still in here, I think he had the Mamiya Secors. Looks like now he's rocking those Nisis. He was one of the first rigs we roasted. I think that was Charles Krebs that had the Mamiya Secors. Wasn't that you, Charlie? But anyways, as you'll notice, yeah, see, the Mamiya 645s are the only ones that you can really convert yourself via PL mount. Otherwise, you'd have to have them any other lenses, you'd have to have them professionally rehoused. But the good news is that nowadays LPL is kind of like the new cool kid on the block. LPL mount, and you can pretty much, as you can see, almost all of them you can convert to PL mount. So I'm sorry, LPL. The LPL, it's like, I think they're trying to become the new thing. Anyways, either that or the downs. Look, I know the kids love the Mamiyas because of, you know, medium format lenses and they'll cover larger sensors. That all makes sense. The downside is, like, they're slow as fuck, dude. They're slow as fuck. Like, and that really only helps you if you're actually using them on, like, a VistaVision sensor. But we all know only John Hale's going to be doing that shit. The Discord link isn't working for you, Jason? What the hell? I guess that's why, like, how did it work for some people and not for everyone? Public Discord. Those aren't bad prices for those adapters. Yeah, the public Discord, Jason. So in the description of this video, my public Discord is in the description of this video. That's how you get it. I called it Town Hall. It's because I have a lot of other channels for the Patreon and stuff. Those aren't bad prices for those adapters. Yeah, they're pretty good. Okay, Trev, so since Film Life Digital isn't in here, we're going to get Trev's rig. What the fuck? Are you serious, bro? This is not yours. I don't think this is yours, dude. I think this is a prank. Please tell me this is a prank, dude. This is a good one, though. Dude, look at this thing. You know what I thought it was when I first looked at it? I thought it was the original Bell and Howell director's viewfinder on the front of this original Bimpsy. Dude, there's probably some kids in this stream or that will probably watch it after it goes live that don't even know what they're looking at here. This is hilarious, though. Look, no joke. This little guy is the same one I used to rock on my OG Bimpsy. So for those of you that don't know what you're looking at, this is the original Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. It has a little tiny Super 16 size sensor, like a really tiny sensor. I think the crop on it is damn near a 3 times crop, like a 2.88 times crop. It's an insane crop. It is my Pocket Frankenstein. Wait, this is actually yours? You're not Wilson Creative Design 2017, are you? Maybe you are. This photo just looks a little too... I don't know. It's not AI though. It just looks like really like photoshopped up. But yeah, I mean the beauty of these old school Blackmagic Pocket cameras, which no one really talks about, not even now that they're like becoming popular again. Like nobody's really taught, here we go, who's gonna steal this idea? No one's talking about how you could use C-mount glass on these cameras, and the C-mount glass is insane. Like it used to be such a big trend because of the GH5. Like when the GH4 and the GH5 were really, really big, C-mount lenses were really popular. And during that time is when I had the original Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. So I was using the C-mount lenses too. They were so popular that there was a fucking guy here in the La Crescenta Valley that he would just specialize in selling C-mount glass. Like he had some of the best, cleanest, literally some of the best, cleanest C-mount glass from like the 70s and shit. And you can get crazy zooms, like parfocal zooms that are just insane. Like basically like the equivalent of like a 17 mil to like a 400 mil or some crazy shit. Like I had some gnarly ones. And even some of them were too expensive, but I remember we rented a couple lenses from it. Or no, the producers, I think the producers ended up buying 2 of those crazy zoom lenses from him because we were shooting like a web series. This is way back, way back. Oh, we actually had those on the GH5 actually. So that was past the point of no more pocket cinema camera because I replaced my original OG pocket with a GH5. But yeah, because it also had the micro four thirds sensor. Anyways, yeah, no one really talks about how you can use that old ass vintage C-mount glass. Oh, not only is it parfocal crazy zoom, but it's insanely fast. It's like 1.2 or some crazy shit. It's crazy, crazy fast. The lenses are nuts. And the way they flare, they have like crazy rainbow flare. I can probably find some old weird shit that I shot. Dude, I'll show you. Okay, once we get done with the last roast. Okay, wait, we got to give Trevor points here. Look, I'm going to give you points for this sexy photo, first of all, dude. Yeah, he said this is his OG anamorphic setup. Oh, damn, that's why he has the kip-on bav eyes. Okay, that makes sense, bro. Look, this photo is so sexy, dude. It's such a good-looking photo of your rig. Like, you clearly take pride in it. I'm going to take some points off for these shitty small rig carbon fiber rails, only because I hate these things because they slip. Like anytime I put in a motor on these things, they slip like crazy, but clearly you don't need a motor on this thing. This is a one-man band Frankenstein here, but it's actually really not a Frankenstein. This is a clean rig, dude. And just because just OG hipster fucking points you're going to get for that, I got to give you, this is one of my favorite monitors. This, by the way, you guys don't know this. This is like the original Zacuto. It's basically like someone mentioned Game Boy Pocket Color earlier. That's pretty much what this thing was. It was like literally almost the same technology from like a Game Boy Pocket Color. It might have been a little better than that. I think at least, I don't know, it might have been 720p or some shit. Maybe it was 1080. But anyways, this is a badass little EVF. You could flip that. Mine had the little doodad where you could flip the little EVF part off, and then it's just like a little tiny 3-inch monitor. Literally, someone was looking for something like this just a few days ago in the FX6 group. I'm like, dude, I really don't think that's going to be much better than the fucking FX6 LCD. I really don't, dude. But anyways, so Trevor, I'm going to give you mad extra points for this one just because, this is nostalgia. It speaks to my heart. I used to have this camera. This is a sexy photo of it. You clearly take pride in it. We can all see that. Maybe I give you 150 points. 150 points for Trevor. Okay. Yeah, so check out your EF conversion kits. Easy to do. And this one right here. Let's see. Bro, that is the greatest BMPCC. Yeah, dude, John Hale knows what's up. Yo, by the way, I didn't buy the Cook SP3s yet. The outer diameter has me bummed. It would be a pain in the ass using my Bright Tangerine Misfit kick, and with it being RF, I can't use my mica adapter NDs. Yeah, I know. I don't understand why they made the filter diameter, the front element, such an oddball size. And the fact that they call it a common thread mount, it was some heinous number that is not a common adapter that not even Mapbox people provide. So it's just crazy to me. Yeah, he said that was his OG. That was a badass OG anamorphic setup, Trevor. He was into product photography. Clearly you were. No battery solution. I was out of my mind. Oh, fuck. I just realized that. Oh, I'm taking away 50 points now. You didn't have no battery power on that. Dude, you sold yourself out on that. I wasn't even thinking of that. I forgot. That was like the Achilles heel of the goddamn OG Pocket, the battery power. He had no power supply. You had like 25, probably 50 of the little tiny ones. Like in between every take. Hold on, I got to switch. We got to change bricks. Could you imagine swapping bricks in between every single take? That's what you would have to do if you even made it through one single take. No joke. Those batteries sucked in that camera. Okay, here we go. That's funny. I'm taking away 50 points on that. We talk you down to 100 points. You're in here just in time, dude. Yeah, dude. You've timed that perfectly, dude. You're the last roast on this bitch. Okay, here we go. First of all, I will say look, I know because I have also found myself in a position where my camera was parked in front of a diffusion that was being used on set. But one thing I will say, very rarely is my camera so nicely lit when it's sitting directly in front of a fucking diffusion fucking thing like this that is being lit. What I mean is, if I was to show you my photos that I take on set, when my camera's sitting in front of a fucking diffusion that's getting blasted, it would be dark as fuck. So I'm like, either you're super smart and you grabbed a little tube to take your photo of your camera, or or you set this up. Either way, hey, it's cool. It's still a sexy photo. But yes, the one thing I will say is I do think Fireface Films is flexing a little bit here. You know, he's flexing us up with his FX6 rig. It's pretty nice. It's pretty good, I will say. I don't know about this crazy shit going on in the back here, though. How can I zoom in on this? Oh, it's not letting me zoom. There we go. What is going on here with this thing? What is this, guys? I don't know what this is. This is the weirdest battery plate that I've ever seen. I like that it has... Look, he is on low power, so maybe this is from a real set photo. Now that I'm seeing that your battery's almost dead, yeah, that probably is real set. His battery's almost dead because he's taking sexy pictures of his camera on set rather than changing his fucking battery. That's okay though. That's okay. We'll give you extra flex points for that, bro. But dude, I am not familiar with this battery plate. This is very odd to me. I don't know. You'll have to. This is a Condor Blue. Oh, dude, is this Condor Blue, bro? Is this Condor Blue? Are you there, dude? Or did I upset you? Dude, this color scheme is looking very Condor Blue to me. If this is a Condor Blue plate, I take all of my compliments back, and I will be depleting points from you myself for using Condor Blue. Anyways, and also, what is this other fucking shit you got going on, dude? Hold on. Now that I'm really looking at this rig, I'm seeing a lot of I'm seeing a lot of copies here. This looks like, what is this? Did someone copy the Bright Tangerine Titan arm? Look, I can't fault them for that. Uh-oh, is he calling in? He couldn't handle it. Wait, this is from Killeen, Texas. Here we go.
From Fireface Film.
Oh, shit.
Yo, what is happening?
Fireface, you're live as we're getting into it here.
Yes, it is a Condor Blue plate. I'm sorry.
Minus points, bro. Minus points. I have to hack them down.
No, it's understandable. I get it. It's real.
It looks good, though, man. It looks like, was I right? Like, it's a voltage meter there? Is that what's going on?
That's a little, that's just the battery indicator.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Like, here, you want to
Right.
knock points off? The battery is a ZG Cine.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Exactly. It's the only 200 watt hour battery I could buy that was affordable.
Oh, it's a 200 watt hour. I was about to say, boy, I got some green meanies that are 300 watt hour. If you ever want to check those out.
What is that? Core Swix?
No, I just call them that. I don't know what they are. There's some. I think they're made by Adorama, actually.
Oh, they're a little brand like the NHS Watson.
Yeah, I think they're very old. Like, it was a long time ago when I was first buying V-mount batteries for. I really just use them for my lights. So I'd have to look for them after we get off here. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for some, but look, I don't know. Look, you guys are daring, man. I don't ever put anything bigger than like a 150 on my camera. I don't actually worry about all the extra. Aren't these things heavy? This is a 200 watt, you said?
No, actually, for a 200 watt, it's not that heavy because like in that picture, I have it on with like like the tiny little vintage lens, but when I actually put like E-mount lenses on there, it balances it out pretty well. Like, I don't know, I have like monkey strength hands, and I'm handheld all the time, so I don't think about it anymore.
Damn, I might have to take points off for that comment, bro. He flexing on his strength over here. Okay, I'm just fucking with you, dude. But honestly, the one thing I will take points off, I know you got to tilt the adapter ring on here, so we know you got to tilt the matte box, but at least you took it off for the photo. At least you're smart about that.
Oh, dude, honestly, I don't even use it anymore, like, with my vintage lenses, because it's too much hassle to, like, pull that off while I, like, swap lenses fairly often. So I just didn't feel like taking the adapter rings off. But yes, I do use a tilt on that box.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? This isn't bad though. I'll give you extra points. What is it? Canon FD?
No, the Nikon AIS.
Nikon. Hey, those are cool too. Those are cool too. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. You got to come clean though. Was this a real on-set photo, or was this like done during one of your YouTube videos or something?
It's an on-set photo. So,
okay.
Like,
all right. All right.
Actually, I shared a photo from a still from that to you. It was from that film.
Got you. Oh yeah. We'll. Oh, and you got the same plate. Oh yeah, you fell victim to my plate. I don't. Oh, you missed that. I was sharing my Steadicam operators. the guy that was my Steadicam on something I did recently. But yeah, you'll have to, after you get off here, you know, check it out tomorrow. I break down the downside of this plate because this was a sad thing that came to my realization too.
Is that an 8-sin plate?
Yeah, my 8-sim plate. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it again, so you have to check it out. You miss. I take points off for being late, but it's okay. I will give you 146 points.
Real.
All right, brother.
All right, I'll tune into the rest of the stream.
All right, thanks for calling in, man.
Later.
I didn't need to ask him what he's shooting on because we clearly know, unless he's like, "No, that's a rental." All right. Well, okay, hold on. That's actually a legit rig. It is. It's not bad. It's not a bad rig. Hey, stop giving Condor shade. No, I never will. I'll never stop giving Condor Blue shade. What the hell are you talking about? What's wrong with Condor Blue? Oh, it's just the people that own it and operate it, and everybody behind that, and it's the same people that are with Crater, and it's the same group of people, man. I just, you know, they're not good people. Well, that's what's wrong with him. Does Cam own it? No, he wished his girlfriend owns it. The rails holding up the battery plate look a little sus, though. There's no oh, those rails. Well, yeah, they're probably Condor Blue rails. They're probably little tiny, yeah, those do look a little weird, don't they? And I'm not going to trust this Tilta holder either, the rail clamp. No, okay, I'll give Tilta a break, but I will never give Condor Blue any breaks. Just emailed mine. Is it too late? Joshua Daniels. Bro, we're 2 hours in. This killed, dude. We got to do this more often. Okay, last one here. Joshua Padine is going to take us home. 8-Sin does make some beautiful stuff, Trevor. I agree with you, but I'm really bummed out about that riser plate. You might have missed that talk too. Okay, this is our last one, guys. Can't believe this has been going this long. Okay, so this one right here. Damn, Joshua Daniel Productions. Again, with these sexy fucking photos. You motherfuckers, dude. Look, is this real? Or is this during one of your YouTube videos? Okay. What are we working with here? This is a Z-Cam rig here. Is that what's going on? He's got a Z-Cam rig. Everybody's got these fucking carbon fiber rails. You know what? I'll admit, I pushed these a little bit when I was using them too. I was like, yeah, these are great. But dude, as soon as you hook a motor up to them, but look, he's got his little tiny, hold on, bro. I got to take points off for this. Why? You got this little tiny motor pulling on this big ass lens? That's working out for you? Dude, I couldn't even get this little motor to pull my contact Zeiss lenses. And he's got it on some crazy PL mount lens. What is he, the Blazars? Oof, I got to take points off for the Blazar, bro. Got to take points off for the small rig matte box. You're killing me, bro. I got to, dude, did all the budget go to the camera body or what? I'm sorry, dude. That was a mean burn. I know you take this rig seriously because of the lighting. So don't take things too personal here. I feel like your name is a little new, at least to the chat. So please, if you're new here, don't take this the wrong way. Look, this is a sick rig. We all know it. But you know, I can't let you slide off too easy here, even if you're new, right? But yeah, you know, no joke. But again, like, I guess the Z-Cam is more of like a budget option, right? Look, I don't even know if that is a Z-Cam. I'm just guessing that's what that is in there. Yo, a Z-Cam in the wild, that's pretty dope. Yeah, exactly. So, it is cool. It's almost, it's not as cool as the OG Pocket, like what Trevor had, but it is kind of this cool thing only because you don't see it that much. I was never keen on testing them or trying them out because it was like a bag of mixed reviews I talk about all the time, But yeah, bro, I mean, you do have like a lot of budget-friendly options on this rig, but maybe because this is, maybe, dare I say, the Z-Cam is the budget option red, you know, maybe it is. I don't know about nowadays. Now just the OG Komodo is the budget option red at this point. But yeah, there are a lot of components on here that make me a little leery, mainly in terms of like usefulness. I don't know how good this little motor is going to do on this crazy big ass Blazar. Aren't these lenses anamorphic or something? Like, that's wild to me. If this motor actually works on here, that's wild to me that it would be lighter than a contact Zeiss lens, which maybe it is. And if it is, that's a little suspect. Isn't it supposed to be an anamorphic lens? Either way, I mean, yeah, it looks like a super lightweight rig. I got to take points off for most of it though. I mean, you got a small rig tripods, you got the small rig matte box. I really got to take points off for this fucking motor. But here's the thing, Joshua Daniel Productions, I'm going to give you extra points for being new in the chat. Budget rig, the motor works perfect. Oh yeah, he might be a little offended with that response. So I'll give you bonus points just for being new to the chat. And I'll give you extra bonus points for the sexy lighting. You know, you took the BTS photo very, very seriously, so we know that you're very proud of your rig. But what do we want to give him, guys? I'll give him 122 points. So that means the winner of tonight with the most points is our boy from. Wait, where are you from, John Hale? You got to remind us. Let's just talk amongst yourselves as I got to find his photos. Here we go. We got to bring it back. The winner of tonight with the most points was John Hale. Look at that thing. Look, it's so beautiful that all these other goons couldn't even look at it. This guy just like, God damn it. His girlfriend had to look away, look away, look away. Badass rig right here. He had to flex with the DSMC3. Anyways, no budget going on with that except the lens. West Virginia, that's right. Ooh, West Virginia. Yo, John Hale, did you see the video I did on West Virginia? He might not. I know a lot of you guys aren't fans of street photography on this particular channel, but if you want to see a video that I made about West Virginia, it's very short and sweet, little bow on it. It's over on the other, brand new channel at The Freeway Life. We did a video on the Appalachian. Well, kind of. I don't know where we were. Anyways, all right, guys, that's going to do it. Good times, good times. We'll have to do that again. Email the pictures, DM over on Instagram at Kid Tech, or hop into the Discord. The link is down below. Holy shit, that was a big one. Guys, get some sleep. I hope you have